Yo, Masters and None podcast, episode 184. Berto, say what's up to the people, man.
184. Am I muted? I feel like I can't hear myself.
I can hear myself and I can hear you.
Okay, good. That's all that matters. Then.
Yeah, so what
it's
I'm
not
gonna
all
do,
that matters, but it's what we have.
What I'm going to do real quick is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this sound check. Chickadee check.
I'm pretty sure the sound is working because if you could hear me, even though I can't hear me, I believe that we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I have confidence in our delivery. I have confidence.
I think. Yep, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go ahead and hit this intro for you guys one time. This is Masters and None podcast, episode 184. And we are live. Happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed your Martin Luther King Day. If you were off, if you were not, I hope you guys had a little time to relax and chill and enjoy the freedoms that man has gotten for a lot of people of color in this country of ours. So important day. And today we are Twizzless, but it's going to be Mr. Berto and myself making sure that we run things and keep things going smoothly. So real quick, we just want to give a shout out to anybody that's going to jump in this chat right now that's going to participate in the live stream. Make sure that you guys ask us questions. Make sure that you guys participate as much as you want to. We always appreciate everybody participating in the chat. It's our favorite part of the show. But if you're not able to tune into the live broadcast of the video version, you can check us out in the archives, the video archives that are on our YouTube and our Rumble. And right now we're live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at the same time. But you could also catch us. Same goddamn time. You can also catch us on all audio podcast platforms, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, iHeartRadio, wherever your little heart desires to find your favorite audio podcasts. You can find them there on that platform. We will be there. And if you don't find us on your favorite podcast platform, Berto, let them know what they could do.
Join the Discord and harass us. Harass us until the point that we place our podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. Adjust. Perfect.
This man.
Thank you.
This man is a Jedi.
And just like that, I've centered myself. But yeah, with that being said, this is the Masters and None.
It is.
It is episode 184. It's Tuesday. It's 7 p.m. We're on time. Ready to fuck. Let's go.
Let's go. And first, real quick, we are the Masters and None podcast. And we're about 3 years deep in this thing. And there's always some loser that keeps on trying to say that we have taken this name from another podcast. The podcast he's referring to is a dead podcast.
Dead.
It has no video content. It has nothing. And this is the real Masters and None podcast.
That's it.
So I'm sorry to tell you, man. Maybe you should either work harder, make more content, or shut the fuck up.
I take the latter.
Thanks. Just a quick public service announcement to go in fuck your mother. So that's what we got. But we got a couple interesting topics we're going to talk about today.
A couple interesting things.
Yeah, a couple interesting things. First thing is Berto's gone with the sock on look. No shoe, just a sock.
Yep.
You know, so if anyone wants to go ahead and check that puppy out, we're gonna have some Berto socks. We're gonna auction. We're actually running a charity event. We're gonna be through our Discord. We're gonna be running an auction, and you can buy these very socks that are used live on stream. These are a Van sock. It's an ankle sock type of cut. You know, the man's got a nice sized foot, so you know, you guys might want to get down with some of these ankle socks. Maybe you can rub some of that. You can get some of that hog energy rubbed off on you. You know
yeah,
what
you
I'm
rub
saying?
this on your face, you'll grow a beard. These are the only socks I buy.
Are they?
Only socks I buy. Obviously, I have like dress socks for like special events or like if I got to go to work or whatever. But like these are my daily drivers. Like I only wear these socks.
These are your dailies.
Yeah.
All right.
Not these specific pair. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to clarify myself for the tontos out there. They're gonna assume I only have a single pair of socks.
Yeah. This motherfucker only got one pair of socks.
So every time I see him, he got the same fucking socks on.
Yeah. It's an interesting kind of day.
It is an interesting day.
It's an interesting kind of day.
It snowed today.
It did.
Hasn't snowed in New York in quite some time.
Yeah. Not only did it snow, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about my morning. You guys want to hear a little bit about my morning?
Let's hear it, man.
I think we're going to talk a little bit about my morning. So this morning I wake up bright and early, take a little peek outside. My dog is still sleeping. She doesn't want to get up. Take a little peek outside, see some snow, and I'm like, all right, better get out there, better start cleaning off my car. Take a couple minutes, put the coffee on. As I put the coffee on, I go outside to start cleaning off the car. As I'm cleaning off the car, I'm like, that back passenger tire looks a little more buried than the others. Looks a little low.
Interesting.
As I dig it out, that bitch is flat.
Hate
Now,
to see it. Hate to hear it.
at first, I'm like, maybe it's just a little low from the temperature, right? Mm-hmm. So I start feeling the treads. I'm listening to hear if I hear any clear hissing or anything.
Yeah, of course.
My finger gets snagged on what? Nothing other than a rusty nail.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it was not cool. And so I have a bit of an issue with the maintenance guys in my apartment complex because they ride around on these little shitty golf carts that have no shocks and they have all these tools and all this shit. And every time they hit a bump, you just see screws and nails go flying out of the cart.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a little bone to pick with them.
It's
next couple days.
There's no worse way to wake up. Well, there's a couple of worse ways, but not many like regular worse ways to wake up than to wake up, get to your car, be ready to fucking hit the day. Like be ready to fucking slay the day. And you get there and you got a fucking flat tire. That sets the tone for a fucking shitty day.
Yeah, that's going to be a shit day. And so I ended up I got to work late. I ended up having to go to the tire shop, have them fix my shit, you know. Could have been worse, I imagine. There are worse things in life.
Most certainly could have been worse. But at the same time, it's like, fucking flat tire. Flat tire sucks, dude. You got to get down on your fucking knees, jack that fucking thing up, take the tire off, and then you got to remember, break those fucking nuts loose before you jack the car up.
Yeah.
Because if you jack the car up, you ain't getting those puppies off. And you know how many times people forget before they fucking put the car in the air?
You know how I learned?
You put the car in the air and couldn't take it off.
I learned using one of them old jacks like this.
Oh, the Widowmakers?
Bro, yep. I was like, I seen that shit and I heard it sounded different. I was like, we're going to go ahead and lower this thing. Mm-hmm. You know, but that was a while back. Now I got a hydraulic jack because of you.
Yeah, those things are safe. And even, dude, being underneath the car is so fucking dangerous.
It's crazy.
There was like a recall on those Harbor Freight jacks. So that's like a bunch of memes of dudes like just laying under cars and they're just like, I'm just waiting for these Harbor Freight jacks to do their thing.
It's not funny, guys. Don't unalive yourself.
Nothing
We're only
funny.
kidding, guys.
Yeah,
all right.
nothing funny.
1-800. What is it called? 1-800. Listen to that song by Logic. What is it?
1-800. Don't unalive yourself.
Yeah.
You can't even say the word on here because they'll strike us. They'll
Isn't
hide
that so crazy?
They will hide our fucking podcast if we say certain words.
That's so insane to me, dude.
Yeah.
It's insane to me.
There's no censoring. Why would there be censoring?
No, of course not. This
They
is
don't
America.
censor anybody.
This is America. The illusion
Disclaimer.
of freedom. The illusion of freedom reigns supreme.
Yeah.
You know, but
You know what's better than freedom?
what?
Believing you got freedom.
That's true. That's true. Actual freedom can't even wipe the ass of thinking you have freedom. So with that freedom is, you know, we like to call it the freedom of speech, right? Freedom of speech. So we're going to start this podcast with something that I found to be hysterical. I was talking to a friend of ours, somebody that actually has his own podcast, and it's called the Derelicts Podcast. Mm-hmm. And
Find it on YouTube. Find it on Instagram. It's called Derelicts Podcast on Instagram.
That's it.
Derelicts Podcast on YouTube.
They are growing and they are working on expanding their reach a little bit. So if you guys, anybody that follows us or subscribes to us, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to them as well on YouTube, try to help them out a little bit because it's hilarious content. I got to say, it's hilarious content. These are guys that say it all, and I'm always a fan of that.
Hold no punches.
None.
Hold none.
Hold no punches. And especially hold no punches when it comes to famous comedians like D.L. Hughley. So apparently Dylan, one of the co-hosts of the Derelicts Podcast, had something to say about a post that D.L. Hughley put up, which if you aren't familiar with D.L. Hughley, he's one of the original kings of comedy. He's not funny at all.
You don't think he's funny? I think I thought I named him as like one of my top 5, I think, last week.
No, I think he had maybe 4 good jokes ever. A guy that thinks he's funnier than the crowd thinks he is never funny to me. But I found it funny that he took it upon himself to get so wrapped up and upset about a comment that Dylan put on one of his videos that he posted Dylan on his story.
Dude, how crazy is that their podcast is living rent free in his head?
Bro, he puts him on his story and says like, this guy is talking shit in my comments and look at his podcast. I'm like, maybe we'll talk a little shit about DL.
How many followers does he have?
Oh, DL Hughley, like 3 million.
Dude, you can't pay for better promo, dude.
Hey DL, you ain't funny, dog.
Yeah, fuck you, DL. And that leather suit you wore in the Kings of Comedy, I seen your ass sweating in that suit.
Yo, I found that so funny. He sends it to us in a DM, and I'm like, get out of here. He's like, bro, I was falling asleep and I saw it and was like, this is unbelievable. It's hilarious.
How crazy is that, dude?
Oh my God, so
that
funny.
inspires me to want to go out there and troll.
Yeah, start trolling, right?
Yeah.
Man, I was like, DL, really, bro? I'm like, this is where it's at. This is what's like burning your ass when you're sitting home trying to take a nap or whatever you do at your age, you know, and you just look at your phone and it just really irritates you to that point. That you got to go and take this guy. He had to go to his page.
Yeah.
This is the process. I want to walk you guys through this.
DL Hughley.
Yes.
Millionaire.
Yes. Well, I don't know if he's a millionaire.
He's successful in the entertainment industry. He's not just doing comedy. He's on shows and movies.
This I know, but you know, a lot of people in entertainment are very bad at managing their money.
Yeah. He's had millions of dollars.
I don't know if he's had them all at once.
No, but over his life.
He's seen them.
He's seen millions
of dollars.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what would have to happen, right? He would have to, means he's either got notifications on or he's actively policing his comments.
100%, yeah.
So that would mean that he had to go into the comments section. He had to read the Daryl X podcast comment. He had to then get so burned up. I could imagine him. He's like, huh? Yeah? About my career is dying and my hair is dying?
Oh, he
was
talked about his hair?
Talked about his hairline and his comedy career. So he's like, that's it. Then he gets so fired up, he clicks his profile. You motherfucker. And he starts scrolling through it and he starts watching it. This is what happens. This is what this means. He starts watching it. Yeah. So he's watching it and he's getting even more mad. They're so annoying. He goes and says, hits the little paper plane thing to share it.
Yeah.
And then goes to it, puts it on his story, and then chooses to type text, to add text to the story, proceed to type in shit about the Daryl X podcast, and then submit it.
Shares it to his whole audience.
Bro, that is
Did he take a screenshot? Is there a fucking screenshot of
I
their
should have taken
podcast
one when he sent it to me.
No, but did DL Hughley take a screenshot of their profile? Is there a screenshot of their profile in DL Hughley's phone?
Oh, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, what he did was he posted a video of them. He posted their post. He reposted them.
How crazy.
He reposted them. You saw the whole video. You clicked it and it was them talking.
That's fire. Dude, that's so fucking fire.
And it says Daryl X podcast and he put a red arrow that was flashing like this. He was like, this is what they're talking about.
Who told him that this was a good idea? I'm jealous.
Nah, I think he just got all burned up in his ass and he had no emotional discipline. And go ahead, what's up?
By the way, DL Hughley, the internet says he's worth $15 million and earns $3 million annually through his television shows and stand-up comedy performances. That last part, I don't know if I believe too much.
Good for him. Nah, so then he's getting money.
Yeah, but it's a big deal. A guy like that posts you.
I mean, I think it's a blessing, man, that, you know, I told Dylan I'm proud of him.
He's the other in the chat. He says, my man was mad. He said, I said he dyed his hair because his hair is dying, just like his comedy career.
He said he hit a soft spot.
No, he definitely hit a soft spot. 100%. Dude, you can't, some people really fucking, they're holding on to that hairline. Some people love that shit.
Oh my God. Oh, hold up. He said he's about to send it. He said I had a soft spot. I'm going to send it now.
He sends it, we'll show it. Dude, that's super fucking funny.
I
Good
found
for
it.
them.
I found it to be so hilarious. I'm like, I got Steve Harvey in my crosshairs.
Yeah. You got some funny ones for him? Well, he's easy target right now. Cat fucked it up for everybody. Cat Williams already ate up Steve Harvey.
Cat Williams said he had a man unit.
Yeah, he said that whole piece was a wig.
Yo, come on, dude. The guy looked like a microphone. That shit was perfect. He looked like this. It was too perfect, bro. You kidding me?
Yo,
He
I'm
looked
keeping
like
it
a pop
stacked,
filter.
bro. I never for a second thought that shit was fake. I thought he just had a bunch of haircuts. Because you know how motherfuckers be doing, bro. Motherfuckers be getting haircuts every 4 days.
Bro, if you got money like that, bro, he probably got a haircut every morning. I pictured that somebody picked it out, and just reshaped it every single morning. Took all the stray hairs off, everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never for a second thought that was a piece.
Yeah, nah. But then how would he sleep and keep it so perfect? He must have laid on his face.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what though? I'm not good.
He slept in a massage chair.
Yeah, he's just
on a massage table, just facing a fucking donut.
Now imagine he wears he got the silky on at night and he got a silk pillow. No, I always I'm like terrible at knowing like when people have wigs on or like when girls have extensions and shit.
Yeah,
like I'm not good at that shit. I can't look at somebody and be like, "Yup, fucking wig or fucking toupee." Like I can't do that. But for whatever reason, I've got a really good talent of knowing like the fake pieces from the real pieces in the bukkake scenes. I'm like, nope, not a real one. That's why that one's
not a real
like
one.
that.
Nope, way too viscous.
Yeah, that's what. Who's that veiny?
And who's got that much volume?
Yeah, nope.
Come
not
on,
real.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, my ability to identify fake things have been attributed to other things in my life.
Yo, I want to see Dave. Inform us. So I'm catching up on the chat real quick. Dave is in here. Says he almost got into a fist fight over the podcast.
Oh my God! Please tell
what
us.
happened? Please enlighten us. What happened? What'd you have to defend me about? I want you to know. I want to know what you had to defend us about.
Did you tell him how we felt about them allowing trans boxers to box? What is it? I don't want to say it incorrectly. They're allowing
trans women to fight women.
Yes,
in boxing,
in professional boxing,
in
all the organizations. So like the WBO. Or
it was I think it's USA Boxing, which I think oversees all the promotions. Yeah, which I find interesting. I'm just waiting to see when Batista starts coming in and saying he got his period and starts knocking out everybody in the entire division.
You remember how ridiculous Joanna Man seemed when it came out? Remember when Joanna Man came out and it was like absolutely ridiculous? Filet mignon. Yo, how do you like it? How do you like it? It seemed like a ridiculous movie.
Yeah, come on, bro. I mean, we talked about Amanda Bynes breaking down barriers.
Yeah,
when she was, what was it?
He's the man.
He's the man.
She's the man.
She's the man. That's right. She's the man. Yep. She had Channing Tatum all sprung.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
she was competing with college men soccer players.
Yeah, which we know is hilarious. Did you see the USA women's team get smoked by those retired guys that were soccer players?
Was it a retired team or was it like a high school team that they were playing?
Both. They lost to the best high school team and the boys team in the country. And then they also lost to some retired guys. They lost 12-0. They were just busting their ass.
How crazy is that?
Close, but there's a wage gap.
Yeah. You remember when they did it in baseball?
No. They did it in baseball?
What was the thing with the baseball where there was like a retired pitcher who was just throwing gas?
Oh no, that was over in Japan, but that was Ichiro Suzuki. But what was crazy was he wasn't even a pitcher; he was a right fielder.
Yeah, but they're playing against women.
Yeah, he was, but he was gassing them. But I think it was a high school. I think it was like a varsity girls team.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that dude pitched a no hitter that day.
He did. He was throwing sliders and shit. You know. But he wasn't playing around though. He was going hard.
No, he was going hard.
He was going hard. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to shit on women. That's not what
we're doing. We are not at all. We're just laughing at the idea of thinking that would ever be competitive.
Yeah, that's why they have fucking different leagues.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. My concern is, listen, I'm all about if you want to put trans. I'm not for putting trans female athletes into. Or trans women into women's sports, but I'm especially opposed to it in combat sports.
Yeah.
You can't have you know what? Just shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just shouldn't do it.
I feel the same way. I was gonna get, and I was like, you know what?
That's still, I don't care how much estrogen you give that guy. he's got the bones of a guy.
Yeah.
He's got the reach of a guy. You're not going to shrink his hands. You're not going to shrink his knuckles. I'm not a big guy. I don't know a single girl with a bigger fist than me. Okay, not a single one. And I know a couple tall young ladies.
Yeah.
I know a couple hefty young ladies that lift, that squat.
Yeah.
I know a beautiful one that carries a piece. All right? You can't do it, dude.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You shouldn't do it. But we'll see how it plays out. Who knows? I might be wrong. There might be a trans athlete's going to go out there and, maybe a trans man is going to go and step up and knock out Canelo. Who knows?
For whatever reason, you know what? I'm going to shut the fuck up. Let's keep going. What else we got? I shouldn't even have mentioned the word fucking. I shouldn't even have touched this one.
Shouldn't have. But anyway, that was interesting. So we're going to go on back. Yo, shout out to Juan in the chat, man. Yo. What else we got? Let's, now that we're on kind of, go ahead. What you got? Nope. Go ahead. You were ready.
I wanted to ask you a question. I asked this in the group chat earlier, and I wanted to ask.
I didn't get a chance to read the Discord. I apologize.
But I'm curious. What is your favorite, dinner roll at like a restaurant? You know, like the bread that comes out before you have a meal.
Yeah.
Whatever they fucking call it. Like, which restaurant has your? Because I was on Twitter today, fucking scoundering or looking for things to talk about today.
Yeah.
And I seen that Texas Roadhouse was trending. And Texas Roadhouse has some pretty good fucking rolls. They got that fucking cinnamon butter. You ever had it?
I'll keep it a buck, man. I don't really frequent franchise dinner spots. Like, I'm not a big Chili's guy or a Fridays guy or a Roadhouse guy, or it's not really what I do. But I do. A lot of places have that cinnamon butter. They make it their own shit or whatever. What, are you looking at me crazy?
No, just tell me you like overnight oats without telling me you like overnight oats. Just tell me. Just tell me that. Tell me you like farm to table without telling me you like farm to table. Telling me you eat organic. All right. So before you go to yoga, what is your favorite fucking dinner roll? Tell me you volunteer at the pet shelter without telling me you volunteer there.
Yo, bro, tell you I like a macchiato.
Tell me you really like the maca tea. Tell me you just call it chai.
That's all I do, a dirty chai. That's I get.
Funny. Now, you know what's I don't go to them a lot, but I'm aware that they exist. I've had them when I was even young. You know, like Red Lobster's infamous for their cheddar biscuit.
Their cheddar biscuit is bomb.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Absolutely
like an easy one.
Absolutely bomb.
You know, like a Texas Roadhouse, they're pretty popular for that fucking cinnamon butter. There's Popeyes, popular. You know, they got biscuits too.
Okay, so I would have to say, I mean, are we going to go Olive Garden breadsticks or
everything's involved? I regret asking this question now that I realize you don't have the depth of no disrespect.
Well, clearly I'm out of my depth here when it comes to.
If Twiz was here today, Twiz fucking me over here chumming it up, going back and forth.
See, yeah, I would have to say I could give you the type of bread I prefer.
Sure. What are you, a pumpernickel guy?
No, I'm not really a pumpernickel guy. I don't even think I've ever seen pumpernickel bread in real life.
It's the brown one, right?
I think Barney.
That shit looks like me?
It's way darker than you.
Okay, you're being nice.
Yeah, way darker than you. Pumpernickel bread?
I don't know what the fuck it looks like.
Pumpernickel bread is like dark brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that one in the roll that everybody leaves.
With the seeds on top?
I don't know if it has to have seeds. It's
the only brown one.
We're out of our depth with the bread talk.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought up bread.
But
I don't know. I'm bringing up fucking.
I'm a marble rye kind of guy. Now, what I usually like
that shit's gross.
It's actually delicious. It's actually fucking delicious.
You probably like Irish soda bread too.
Depending who makes it, it's got to be real sugary and it can't be that real dry tasting.
Yeah, if I want to choke somebody to death.
Yeah.
Like if I want to, you want to put you want to put an animal down and you don't have any euthanasia in the house.
Yeah.
Throw a couple of those and leave the water out the room.
That's what you got to do. If grandma's is hanging around a little too long, you put one of those Irish soda breads on the counter and you cut the water off. It'll sort itself right out. I've been trying to make that a guest room for years.
That's so fucking funny. Dude, that shit turns into a fucking piedra, bro. That shit turns into a rock.
Bro, you kidding me, man? You wet that thing, bro. You can spackle the wall. All right.
Go ahead.
So with that said,
Yeah.
what I like is I like it warm, number one, and I like it sliced up. I like to just grab the slice and butter it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like a nice little flavored butter. Maybe there's a cinnamon butter or a garlic butter.
Oh, garlic's delicious.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Now enlighten me. What's your favorite bun at McDonald's or Burger King, whatever you started at? Go ahead.
No, if we're talking about like the shitty franchise places,
Now they're shitty.
yeah, come on. They're not fucking Michelin 5-star fucking restaurants or anything like that.
Michelin goes up to 3. But go ahead.
I said that in two. There was a comma there. They're not Michelin 5-star restaurants, or 5-star restaurants. You didn't in Europe. That's how we speak.
It's TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but yeah. Out of like those restaurants, I don't know, man. I think I thought of this question by just a couple like an hour ago. So in hindsight, I don't know if this would have made it to the episode if I would have thought of it this morning. Probably Red Lobster. The cheddar biscuits are infamous. They're delicious.
The
I think
biscuits are bomb.
you could just go there just for that.
Well, they sell that biscuit kit in the
Yeah,
grocery
but that's
store
like
now.
buying the fucking White Castle burgers outside of White Castle. Like you don't get the same fucking. I need the fucking grease and stench I need somebody, angry putting that thing together for me.
Yeah, I got you. You need somebody you need a chick that's pregnant that has 6 kids at home, still putting the shit together. You know what I mean?
100%. That's
That's
what I
what I
like.
need.
I need to taste tragedy in my
Yeah.
in my White Castle.
Yeah, I
burger.
need to smell the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing that makes a White Castle burger taste good like poverty.
That's right. If I could see the shape of that EBT card in the pocket, let's get it, bro.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Checkers food too.
Yeah, that banana shake is extra triple thick when there's a little bit of struggle on top. You know what I mean?
I
Hold
know
the whipped
because-
cream. Add the struggle.
Yeah, I come from places where these places are at. Yo, those fast food White Castle and Checkers only in the hood, bro.
Bro, of course, only in the hood. White Castle and I think there's like 3 Checkers left in New York.
That shit's gross too. It's
And
not
there's
even
one
that
where I
good.
grew up, there's one where you grew up.
They're the only 2 that are around us.
I know.
Dude, the only 2 Checkers that are around us are the one in my neighborhood and the one in your neighborhood. And
I know.
That's it.
I know.
Tell me another one.
And they're thriving.
Yeah, they don't exist anywhere else. Anywhere else, motherfuckers be like, those fries are too spicy. And over here, they're like, yo, put some more spice on it.
Bro, hilarious. Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me see. I'm gonna catch up a little bit. Let me see if we got anything going on in the chat, man. Popeye's trash ass biscuits, the derelict said.
It's
He's-
white people bread. No, Popeye's got a decent biscuit. I don't know if they're better than the KFC one, but they're definitely good. Hey, listen, man, I'm out of my depth today. I started with the fucking trans talk. Now here I am talking about bread. I'm just bringing up a bunch of shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right. So one thing that I did want to talk a little bit about was I got a couple of things. Twiz isn't here. If Twiz was here, I'm sure he'd be interested in this topic. If he jumps in the chat, we'll include him. But I wanted to hear your take on what you thought about, just generally speaking. If anybody hasn't seen it, Yasin Bey, also known as Mos Def to most people, so I'll refer to him as Mos Def. I mean, I want to respect his name change, but at the same time, most people know him as Mos Def. He did an interview where they were asking him about music and stuff, and he kind of, he spoke his mind on a couple of topics. They asked him about Drake
Yeah.
and if he thought Drake was hip hop. Mm-hmm. Did you hear his response?
Yeah, I believe he said that he referred to Drake's music as like I don't want to butcher it. He says he essentially what he said was like background music, right? He's like you listen to it while you're in the mall or shopping or stuff like that. Like
Yeah, he said he's pop.
yeah, he's pop.
He said he's pop more so. He said, if I'm in Target, I'll hear Drake. He said his music is conducive with shopping, which I found to be a subliminal, not subliminal, that's a direct,
That's a shot.
that's a shot. Like, so that begs the question, because we've touched on hip hop a few times in the last few episodes. My question is, I think it's tough to say that because they want to say, people want to say he's not hip hop or whatever, because that's a lot of people's argument.
Well, it's just go ahead. I have an opinion.
A lot of people say he's not hip hop, which I can hear that, but he raps better than 99% of people in hip hop.
Exactly. And
So what can we say?
and you've said this to me before. Pop just means popular.
Yeah, pop just means popular music.
So what are we saying that he's not? So what is he then? If he's not hip hop or he's not rap, like, and not only that, but and I'm not even the fucking biggest Drake fan.
Yeah,
But
same.
the guy's versatile as fuck. So if he could rap, he's a rapper. If he can make poppin' songs that fucking blow up, then he's a pop artist. But they're not. You can't say that he can be both, and he's proven it. You know, it's not really the thing about Drake is like people can say whatever they want, but you know that like the proof is in the pudding. With Drake, the proof is in the pudding. Like he has rap songs, he's got a bunch of like popular songs. I think he's more of a hip hop artist. I don't think he's like really like I think he can rap, but I don't think he's like I feel like rap and hip hop are different to me. Like there's like I feel like rap is more like and could just be making this up. This rap and hip hop might be the same thing, and I'm just thinking about two different versions of hip hop. But for me, when I think of like rappers, I think of like lyricists and people who fucking got bars, and it's not about necessarily putting together a hit. It's about putting together great bars that sound fire. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people who make music that it just, it's going to be a very popular song. Like the lyrics don't necessarily matter, or they're just repeating the same thing over and over, or it's like a loop that's just really catchy right now.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. I think hip hop refers more so to like the culture. It's the culture. It's the not only the music, it's the beats, it's the rapping, it's the breaking, it's the style of dress, it's the slang, it's that kind of thing. And so I think hip hop includes rap, but not all rap is hip hop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if Taylor Swift could release technically a rap song.
Yeah.
She did rap on a song. A minute ago, she rapped on a song. I don't remember if it was real. Like The Lonely Island, the comedy dudes, they rap, but they're not hip hop. That's not hip hop.
Yeah.
So that's something that I would have to say. So I'm on the fence about the Drake thing, but I found it interesting that he referred to it as shopping music.
He sounded like a hater, bro, when he said that shit.
I don't know about a hater. He's a purist, I think. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but Drake can do it all. I'm not even that big of a Drake fan, but he's already proven that he could fucking rap.
But again, is rap and hip hop the same?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so he could rap, but he might not be hip hop then, right?
He was more hip hop when he originally came out.
Well, he was singing in the beginning too. He was doing both.
Yeah, but he was more hip hop than what he is now.
I think he's more hip hop now.
Nah, I felt like his earlier songs were a little more grungy than they are now. Like now, there's a lot more. There was love songs and things like that, but I think like now all the songs have kind of like a softness to them. I feel like he had more of a sharper edge when he first came out.
I don't know, because like he's wearing like more hip hop style clothing.
Yeah,
he's getting his hair braided. He's doing that kind of thing more. He's wearing big jewelry. Like he wasn't doing that back then. He was wearing like turtlenecks and peacoats when he was rapping. Like when you might be right, and you're when
right.
he initially came out, like he was doing songs with Trey Songz, and it was different. Like he was trying to look R&B but rap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that was his style. He looked like he was dressing like John B, but he was rapping. You know?
I definitely don't take into account like the aesthetics that he puts together. But you're right. It is more than just like the music.
Yeah.
It's like a lifestyle.
But I don't know. It's something that makes that really anybody could argue in either direction. I think if you support your argument enough, I think that it's possible to really speak on from either direction.
But I mean, like, do we have to put Drake in this fucking box? Okay. Like,
Well, Dave says in the chat, he says, I feel like if there isn't a definitive answer, you have to err on the side of pop. So if the question is, if you're questioning if it's hip hop, maybe it's pop. If there's that much of a question, if we're having the discussion, like there's no question that J. Cole is hip hop. There's no question that Kendrick Lamar is hip hop. There's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is no question. But all right, so I'll play devil's advocate. Then what do you call first person? What's it? First person shooter? Is it first person shooter mode? First person shooter? What do you call that song? Off the last Drake album, the Drake and J. Cole song.
I mean, that's a hip hop song.
Yeah. So then he's a hip hop artist, no?
It's a weird discussion. I mean, we might be splitting hairs at this point. It might just be just a blurred line between the two. And I think it's blatantly, maybe it's in the opposite direction. Maybe it's hip hop until proven non hip hop.
Is drill hip hop?
I hate drill music.
I'm just asking.
I don't know. I hate it. I hate that shit.
Is it the violence?
It's just bad music. It's just bad music. Shit is trash. Everybody's angry. Everybody's mad. Everybody's disrespecting people that aren't alive anymore. I'm like, what is the point of this? This is demonic, evil shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like,
but
that
is
shit
it hip hop?
Huh?
Is it hip hop?
I don't know. I think there's so many subcategories. We got to start letting them do their own thing. I'd rather drill not be hip hop. I'd rather drill be over there.
Okay.
But that's me. Who am I? I ain't shit. Ask Dr. Umar. He's the voice of hip hop.
Yeah, facts. If you guys need to know any fucking facts about hip hop, ask Dr. Umar.
Yeah. Nah, we got Dave. Dave says no, it's drill. It's
So
not
it's drill
hip-hop.
music. It's not hip hop.
Yeah, it's drill music. It's not hip hop. You know, it's different, man. It's its own genre. And it didn't come from the U.S. Drill originated in the U.K. and then came to Chicago. You know, at least that's what I think. I think it came from over there. You know, but
So if drill is drill, then rap is rap and hip hop is hip hop.
maybe. I think we've come to the conclusion that we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and we're just going to let the other folks decide.
We're 3 for 3 tonight.
We're 3 for 3, 0 for 3, really.
It depends which way you look at it.
Yeah, I did want to talk to you about Juice WRLD. Now that we're on this music
This
thing.
hip hop topic.
So Juice WRLD, rest in peace, passed a few years back. And there's some new things about his lady, his fiance, apparently, at the time of his passing. She recently is under a lot of scrutiny. And I am also taking part. I'm also joining the group that disagrees with what she did. She released a sex tape of theirs for $30. Yeah, on her OnlyFans.
That's crazy. I didn't hear about this.
She's claiming that there's some kind of hacker that's trying to extort her. And she's claiming the hacker's trying to extort her for money or whatever. And so she is trying to get ahead of it, and she refuses to be taken advantage of. And so what she's doing is releasing a tape along with some other revealing photos and things that she's putting on her page. And it's last I checked, it was $30. I saw on the post that, like, the news source that I got it from, and then I fact checked it with other news sources, and they're also reporting the same thing. So I'm going to say allegedly just because I want to be fair if this isn't true, but it appears to be true, and she's getting a lot of shit for it.
Because the timing is convenient. Didn't he just drop he didn't just drop, but didn't they just release a new album or tape? Of never before heard Juice WRLD tracks.
I don't know.
Because I seen
so she's being an opportunist with the release date and with this SEO, and she knows people
that's
will
what
be
it seems like.
searching for Juice WRLD, and they'll end up somehow finding her story.
Yeah, because I forgot what the guy's last name was. Chris Long. Chris Long, he was Juice WRLD's photographer / friend. He was also like a part of the No Jumper universe. That's why I know he exists. He was Adam's friend. He was on the plane with Juice WRLD. So they were apparently very close. Recently released like a public service announcement telling people listen to tape, the new Juice WRLD thing's about to come out. Like, just be happy that we're still getting new Juice music. Like, don't say anything negative. And I read that post, and that's why I'm putting it together in my head. Like, oh, maybe this is just like a stunt that she's doing because they're putting out unreleased music of his.
So a stunt in what direction? To draw attention to the project?
No, a stunt for her to
Or
just try to make money.
So she's trying to capitalize on.
Yeah, from my perspective, I would believe that that's what, we're putting two and two together. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, odds are.
It's a hoe.
Yeah, facts. Doing some wild shit. Why you got an OnlyFans, and then why are you putting him up there? Like, he can't say no.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a hoe. I think that's pretty fair.
Dude, that's fucking grimy.
Yeah, it is, dude. I think it's what I find crazy is if this was in the opposite direction. So being that Juice WRLD's girl is releasing a sex tape of theirs and charging for it after his untimely death, I want to know what would happen if a man released a sex tape of him and a woman without her consent and charge money for it.
They put that dude in a box.
There'd be criminal charges brought up, wouldn't they?
They put him in a box, bro. They would take away his freedom.
Yeah, they take away his
Dude,
freedom.
they'd be fucking marching in the streets.
Dude, are you kidding me? They'd be marching in the streets. They'd be calling him a misogynist. They'd be calling it revenge porn.
Yeah.
They'd be calling all kinds of stuff. But, again, back to Western culture, just continuing to push the disrespect and the narrative that they want to take away the respect and take away, and they just want to crush men. They just want to crush men in order to elevate women like that's necessary. Everybody wants everybody to win. You don't have to disrespect men, crush men, and lower men. Nobody stands to gain from that. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if this was the opposite direction, it would be completely different. It would be received differently. People would be rioting in the streets, dude.
It'd be a big time double standard.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I think it's super distasteful, and I think that in all honesty, they should look into investigating her and seeing if this was something. Now, if she happens to have some kind of conversation with him, text messages, emails, or something that says, if something ever happens to me, release this and get paid.
That's different.
That's a different story, but I highly doubt that.
I'm all about that.
I just feel bad for him and his family. Like, I feel bad for his parents. I feel bad for anybody that knows him that now is going to have to be subject to seeing this,
Dude, that'd be so weird in any other situation. It's weird in her situation, but that's crazy. In any other, even in this situation, it's crazy. But it's crazy to think that's even something that's an option.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an option. It really shouldn't be an option. And something like OnlyFans allows people to post adult content, independently. There's no production companies anymore. There used to be. You used to have to go through a company and distribution and stuff, just like any other platform, or any other industry. Like back in the day, you had to do it with music. Back in the day, you had to do it with film. You had to do it with TV. But now you could just do whatever you want because of the internet. We're putting out a show right now. Nobody's checking our show.
Yeah, it's a fact. But I mean, when things like this happen, I wish we had more of a united front, right? Where we could say, you know what? Let's not watch this shit. Let's not fucking watch this shit. Oh, that light.
Let's, I don't know. I just think people need to fall back on this thing and not pay for it and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I wish we had a more united front and we could get together as a society and say, you know what, this is unacceptable. That stuff like that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, there's a company called Ubisoft that comes out with, that makes video games. They make games I think they make Ghost Recon. A couple of other games. But the CEO just came out and said the other day, I dropped my phone where I have the quote, but essentially what he said was that gamers need to get more comfortable with not owning video games.
What does he mean not owning? What does that mean?
I think they mean you buy the ability to play the game, you don't own the game. So when a game goes away, that's it. You get a digital, you have a digital thing, and you install the game, and then once you're not paying for it, or once they decide it doesn't exist anymore. Similar to subscription-based gaming, like World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft, you buy the game, but you need to subscribe to play every month. And if you don't pay, you don't play.
You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Well, we're used to a world where you get a game and you could play it as long as you want. You could play it for the rest of your life. Like, it doesn't go away.
Which I think you should be able to do.
Yeah.
You purchase something. How could they take it away? That doesn't work in any other industry. Imagine you pay off your car and one day somebody just comes and takes it. Well, we don't have this anymore.
That's why people should get together and they should just stop buying their games.
Yeah, I agree.
Stop buying their games. And guess what? It won't fucking happen. But you got, like, I'll give you a good example. I did this the other. I bought a game, right? Game's super popular. Everybody's saying it was a great game. I bought the game. Turns out the game isn't for me. I try to return it. It's a digital game. I downloaded it. I try to return it. They said, "Oh no, you played too many hours worth of the game, so you can't return it. You have to play like less than 2 hours worth of the game. This is for Steam at least. You have to play like less than 2 hours. I had like more than 2 hours played. I gave the game a good fucking try, but it was just trash. I now own this game and can't do anything with it. I don't want to play it, but I can't give it to you. I wish I could just give it to somebody, but I can't.
That's annoying. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Yeah, you can't. Remember back in the day, used to let people be able to let your friends borrow your games.
Yeah,
like, yo, I
share.
finished Tomb Raider. You want to play it? Nuh-uh. Not no more.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. There's a lot of companies move into that. I mean, as a music producer, there's certain companies that you use for plugins, which are a lot of times they emulate outboard gear. Like there's certain things like compressors you use. You run your music through a compressor, it changes the sound. You run it through an equalizer, it changes the sound. Like you remember on old stereos, or even in your car, you could adjust the treble and the bass. Mm-hmm. That's EQing.
Yeah, bass all the way up, treble all the way down.
Exactly. That's EQing. There's also a mid band, which is typically you can adjust. It's more like where the vocals sit. Like so, there's
those are for aesthetics. It doesn't matter where you move those.
Yeah.
You can put those up or down.
So funny.
Depends who you want to impress. As a girl in the car, you just crank those in a couple different directions.
Crank those puppies.
As long as the bass is up,
that's
all
it.
that really.
If you got a hatchback and you want that window to fucking hit it like this, bro.
Yeah, you want to not be able to see out your rear view mirror, bass all the way up. Continue.
There you go. But so these plugins that you use to change the sound of your music, and some of them you really need to get a professional sound or whatever. There's different companies like FabFilter, Waves. Waves is one of the most popular ones. I have many Waves plugins. I use their compressors. I use their EQs. I use their mastering plugins. I use their mixdown plugins. I use a lot of stuff that they have. A few months back, they moved to a completely subscription-based service. So luckily, all of the ones that I like to use, I already purchased.
Yeah.
So I have those on my computer permanently. Those are mine. But now if I were to buy a plugin today, I have to pay monthly for it. Now imagine you have a song you make and you use a certain plugin on a vocal and it's a subscription service. But let's say you don't want to pay for it anymore. You run into financial hard times or whatever, and you can't pay monthly. Now you lose access to that plugin. So if you don't pay for that month, that plugin gets taken off your session.
That's fucking crazy. You got to bounce that shit out and just have like a
2-track version of it.
Yeah. You can never fuck with.
You can't stem it out and give it to a label. You can't license it. You can't unless you pay again and reactivate that plugin to get the same sound. Otherwise, you got to try to replicate that sound with things you already have, which is crazy to me. I mean, Adobe went the same way.
Adobe did. I was just gonna say that Adobe did the same thing. It's weird, right? Because we do want to like inspire capitalism, but like to a certain extent, right? I think that the problem is that if people might have a problem with it, but they'll keep buying it.
They will. Nobody has the willpower to stick to anything or to have any kind of stick to their guns or stand up for shit they believe in. Everybody just goes along with like, that's what it is now.
It's like, dude,
it got to be that way.
I haven't seen anybody go crazy over anything. I guess Bud Light, but like no one's talking about it no more.
I mean, I never really cared that much about the Bud Light thing.
I didn't give a Frenchman's fuck about the Bud Light thing, but I'm just saying that's the last time I've seen people actually get together and care about anything. And even that didn't last very long at all. And what was it before that? Like, there's nothing that exists that anybody... What's the last thing people boycott?
PayPal. And I still don't fuck with PayPal.
But I'm talking about like
They lost billions of dollars overnight.
Yeah, but they lost $1 billion in what? In like their stock went down.
Like people, yeah, their stock.
Yeah, that's based off of speculation that number's going to go up and down. But like, what's the last thing that like a large majority of people like do not fuck with? They stop. I can't even think of it. I can't even think of something that everybody just was like, no, we're not going to do that. BP dumped a fucking 100,000 fucking million gallons of oil into the ocean allegedly, and only thing you ever see is these ducks getting washed down with Dawn. I don't see people not using BP.
I mean, I'll tell you what, man. I'm not trying to fly. Who's the airline that's giving away extra seats to obese people now for free of charge? Have you seen that?
No. It makes me want to fucking get thicker, though.
Bro, isn't that crazy? Because your daughter's like a year away from you having to pay for her flight.
Oh, I already have to pay.
You have to pay for her flight.
Yeah, I have to pay for her flight.
Why do you have to pay for her flight when somebody that just eats Big Macs 4 times a day gets to have a free seat?
Yeah, because she's so small, she's the opposite of that spectrum. She should get a free seat too.
Yeah, you should be able to get a discount for her because she's not using the majority of the seat.
Yeah.
You should be able to sublet out part of that seat.
You know how it is, though. That's not the world that we live in now. They reward people's mistakes, and you know what? There's money in treating obese people. I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day because they were somebody we knew was like somebody we knew had gained a bunch of weight, and they were like waiting to get this surgery to lose weight. And I was kind of like, I was kind of talking to them. They're like, oh, I'm getting the surgery. I'm going to fucking, and I was like, man, that's good. I was like, just out of curiosity, I was like, you ever diet or anything like that? Like, like try it. And they're like, yeah, I tried. It just didn't work. It didn't work. Well, this person ended up not getting this. Right. And I was saying to my friend, I was like, how concerning it is. Because what I was saying to them, I was like, it's unfortunate, but like you gotta lose weight, right? It's important. And why it's important is because when you get older, like look how many 85-year-old people do you see that are like morbidly obese?
0.
You know why?
Because they die.
Because they don't get to, and it's super unfortunate. So what I was saying to this person, I was kind of like, that's why it's so important for us to like push being healthy, and like that's why there should be incentives to be healthy. It shouldn't, yes, the incentive is you're going to live longer, you're going to live a more prosperous lifestyle. But unfortunately, that isn't enough incentive for everybody, right? And if we really want to be inclusive, we shouldn't be incentivizing people to be healthy. And it could be a scheme because they don't make money off the healthy people. And that's why, whatever it is, the reality of it is like we should be pushing people to be healthier. But I think what brought us into this conversation was that there's no money in that. So that's why they're not pushing that shit.
There would be money in it if they changed the business strategy. But the business strategy is get you unhealthy, get you on medications for life. So you have a lifelong medication that you're on.
Subscription
Service.
Your subscription
service. For life. And then, of course, they put you on things. They incentivize the doctors to put you on it forever. Things like cholesterol medication, blood pressure medication, things like that. I'm on blood pressure medication right now. I just got put on it like a month ago. And I told the doctor, I said, I'm just going to adjust this and we're going to come off of this. And he's like, well, you might need to take it. Why do you not even consider the idea that we could get me off of blood pressure medications? Maybe it's something I'm eating. Maybe I'm not sleeping enough. Like, why are we not asking?
He gets a referral bonus. That's why.
Why are we not asking more questions? Why are you so dead set on me taking this pill? So I think to myself, I'm like, clearly you have some kind of incentive that I don't. You have some bit of information as well that I don't. Somebody, what is it? What is it that is causing you to push me toward continuing to take a medication instead of entertaining the idea that I could change this myself?
The same reason why he would much rather give you that script than give you another piece of paper that told you to run for 15 minutes every day and to do 20 push-ups a day and do 10 sit-ups a day. The same thing. He could have wrote another script and said, hey, go fucking walk slowly for 2 miles every day.
Yeah. Could have been simple, man.
I'm not saying that everybody has to go out there and fucking jog, because the truth is, it's like not everybody could do it.
If you can't jog and you're not old or you have no injuries that prevent that, then you're in a terrible state of health.
but you could at least walk. And what I'm trying to illustrate is that
if you're 40 years old and you can't jog and you don't have like serious issues with your bones or your knees, if you can't, you should be able to jog past your midlife point. You should be able to jog without dying.
Yes.
You know?
But if for whatever reason you cannot, you could still walk, right? And
Correct.
walking will one day, you'll
Move
get
your
to jogging.
body.
Yeah, you'll get to jogging eventually.
Move your body, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, listen, you can't jog, cool. Walk for fucking 2 hours.
Or garden. Do whatever. Just get up and move your body.
Yeah, but they never recommend that.
No, never.
It's always like, here, take
Never.
this fucking...
Dude, they're removing the word obese. You can't say obese anymore. You have to call them a person of size.
That's the thing?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
What they need to do is fucking fix that BMI chart to get me off of that set. I'm like, I'm tired of living in this section.
Nah, bro, the BMI chart is nonsense.
I'm tired
It's
of
already
living
been
in this
disproven.
obese section.
It's already been disproven, bro. The BMI chart, dude, it's so crazy that a bodybuilder is considered obese. I'm like,
Yeah.
how's this possible?
No, we need more sections. They need to put me in like a slim thick section. I need to be right before obese. I'm like right before then.
they need to put you in the
thick.
Ruby Rose section,
Yeah, bro. Give me a fucking slim thick section for myself.
bro.
Put up I'll even take skinny fat. Give me anything.
Yo, I gotta say, have you noticed something else? Have you gone shopping for clothes recently, or have you gone with a female that's gone shopping for clothes recently?
Nah, I'm not like a clothes guy. I buy all my shit at the fucking outlet or shit. Like I don't really.
I want you to do me a
I'm
favor.
not a fashionista.
I want you to do me a favor. Next time you're sitting with your girl, you're sitting with your girl's friends or whoever, ask them about the size of the clothing that they've been trying on lately. Bro, they are increasing the size of clothing.
Oh, a large of today is bigger than a large of yesterday?
A large is like an XL now. A medium is a large, and a small is a medium, and it's crazy.
It's funny you say that.
It's crazy because they are changing the size standards. And I don't care if this is common knowledge or it's not. I've experienced it myself. A medium is too big on me now. It was never too big on me.
Show off.
And I'm bigger than I've ever been. Like in terms of like I've gained weight recently. Like there's different things. And girls I know have gone shopping. And I'm talking about bra sizes are bigger.
Nice.
And, you know, like, don't listen. If you run up on you, see, you get yourself a nice little 34C.
Back in the day, that was the size.
She's not a 34C anymore,
Yeah.
right? You know, she's not really a 34C. Right now, she's really a 34B. It's just they made it, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, the scale. The
The
scale's
scale,
gone
it's
up.
different. Like, they're doing it to make bigger people feel smaller. It's so weird. It's very weird.
That is weird. But I will say that it's funny you said that because I got some sweaters for Christmas. I like wearing oversized clothes, so I like it when the clothes are bigger than they're supposed to be. Like this is a large, but this doesn't fit me like a large.
It fits you like an XL, probably.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah,
This
that's
is like-
not a large.
Nah, but it's like a large. But I think that Vans like just makes like a lot of like oversized clothing. So like maybe like this is just, I like oversized clothing essentially is what I'm saying. But I will say that I got some sweaters for Christmas that were like very big.
Yeah,
And I
they're
was kinda
very
like,
big. And you're like, this ain't a large.
it was like bigger than oversized. I was
Yeah.
like, this is not like stylishly oversized. This is like, but I didn't make that correlation. It was just one sweater. So I didn't really make the correlation in my head. And like I said, I usually like my clothes to fit a little bit bigger anyways.
See, I had like a small like a control group
Yeah.
that I just pulled some. I'm like, wow, this is happening to everyone because I felt it happening to me.
I wonder where they're getting their clothes from because I know you've experienced this, but sometimes when you order clothes from overseas, like they're actually too small. Like I remember getting like if I ever wear Billionaires Boys Club shit, like I got to get like a size and a half, 2 sizes bigger. Cause I think they make their shit like in Japan somewhere, and like everything's like Bape shit. Like Bape's the same thing. Bape, I got to get like a size or 2 bigger because
Yeah.
I guess they're not like a European cut. They might be an Asian cut, and their large is like our medium.
Yeah.
So I got to get a bigger size. Do you think that maybe some of these it's relevant to like where these clothes are being produced?
No, I think this is this part of this like this virus of body positivity that's just telling people being fat is healthy. That's where I think we're at. So it's like, it's just weird. Like, when it was weird to buy somebody a shirt for Christmas and you're like, I know that fool at XL, but I'm going to get him a large because I don't want to embarrass him if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean,
and then you get it and they open it and they're like, oh, this is good. Oh, might be a little too small. Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't want to. Fool, I know you a XL, bro. I know you a 3X.
Facts.
Why I'm going to get you a large, bro? I did this because this is weird. There's a gift receipt. Go ahead and get yourself 2 sizes bigger than I knew you needed.
Yeah, I
for
wonder
the
if
beginning.
motherfuckers been doing that to me my whole life. I just never noticed.
I guarantee it, bro. Everybody's been getting that, bro.
Yeah, I've never been thin, so it's hard for me to fucking make the...
But thin, I don't like the word. You're fit right now. You're the fittest you've been in a long time. Let the people know, bro.
Well, I'm the fittest.
What are you, a year deep now?
Year and change, but I am...
A year and change training?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna pick a day and I'm gonna gas you up, bro.
I'm in the better, but it doesn't mean that I'm in like great shape. It just means that in my scale, I'm in better shape than I was in before.
I've known this guy a long time. He's modest, man. Hang on. I'm gonna toast right now, Roberto.
No. We'll save it for another episode.
Yeah, what are we over the hour and you want to shut me up?
I just don't want to fucking...
I'm gonna toast right now to Berto.
I don't want the attention.
He's not gonna stop me. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toast while you guys are looking at him. You're not gonna
Oh
look at
my
me. You're gonna look at
God,
him.
You're making me feel awkward.
Berto.
We're cringing. I'm cringing on the inside.
We're gonna raise our cups, raise our glasses. We're gonna go ahead and raise whatever we have. Berto, we're watching you, man. This man right here has been working hard. He's been working hard. I've been seeing the progress. I've been seeing the changes. This guy right here is a special kind of guy. I love this guy right here, and he's working hard, and he deserves all the results he's getting. That's all I got to say.
Salud.
Half of the mass is in him right here, man. This guy is a killer, and he's doing his thing. And he's got some discipline that I see in very few people, if any. Discipline is key. Discipline is how you get results. Discipline is how you move forward. And this man is disciplined as anyone I've seen.
You got to keep good people around you. If you keep people around you that are also working hard, it makes you want to work hard.
That was cute. You didn't have to do that.
It's the truth. You keep people around you. If all your friends could choke you, you will fucking train hard. Nothing makes you fucking train like your friends being able to fucking break your limbs. So it's like, it's like, oh, you're training again this week? It's like, yeah, so-and-so can still fuck me up, so I'm not going to fucking stop training.
And what makes you, when you miss training and you're like, damn, I know he's there.
Yeah.
Soon he's going to be sitting in the front seat.
And it's like a never-ending circle, right? Because the other person stops training and it's like, all right, maybe I have an advantage now. I can never give up, because I got to wait for them to get back.
It's friendly competition. That's, so moral of the story, get some guys around you that are getting after it, and it's going to help you get after it. And that's what you need to do. So if you got some friends in your circle that aren't doing things that you think they should be, or you feel like they're not giving themselves the discipline and respect that they deserve, they will thank you when you talk to them about it. They'll thank you. You guys motivate each other, and that's how you guys get better. It's just life.
Facts.
Press a move. That's what you got to do, man. Listen, you can't make $1 million sitting around a bunch of dudes that's arguing over who's buying the Dutch.
That's a fact.
It's never going to happen.
That's a fact. That's a bar right there.
It's never going to happen, bro. You can't do that. If you're arguing over who's buying the Dutch, find a new room.
Yeah.
Find a new room. Okay? All right? If people complaining about splitting the bill, I only had the ravioli. Wrong table, Papi. You can't sit here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You can't sit here.
Dude, isn't that the worst?
When you can't sit here, man.
When you go out to eat with people, you go out to eat with a group of people, and the bill comes, and somebody starts arguing about this person getting the pomegranate martini, and I only got fucking one drink and shit.
You know how I shut that down? I offer to pay their part. Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
What'd you get? You got the drink. You got the blueberry shit.
Would you? It's all good. It's all good. I got yours. No. Wait a minute. I got it, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry. Does your girl need a ride?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I got it. It's okay. It's all right. We got it. We got it covered. We'll split it.
Yeah,
we got it. Don't you worry.
I don't like it because it's like, hey, listen, I get it if someone can't afford it, whatever the case may be.
But you know that beforehand. If you got a homie with you that has a situation or whatever, and you invite him, I already know what time it is. I got you. I invited you. I want you here.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? I want you here. So we got you. No problem. But you know, when somebody comes flexing and shit,
Yeah,
they use
when
the
you're just
valet.
being cheap and we're talking, we're splitting hairs. To use your words, we're splitting hairs. It's like, dude, you're gonna save $6, bro.
You're gonna come on, bro. Can you leave the tip?
you're-
On yo, bro. You can't leave the tip. Okay.
You're saving $6.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. I'll tip the valet for you. Okay. Hopefully they stole the change out your car. Okay. I don't know what to tell you, but just little words to live by, man. Just surround yourself with people that you respect, people that are working, people that are trying to do stuff, man. That's all I got. Anything on the chat in these last few minutes, man? What we got?
No, shout out to Derek saying that he loves our setup. The shit's fly. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and shout out to Dave saying Asian clothes are hella small. I told a story previously on our podcast when I bought some suits online. Saw a crazy ass sale. Don't ever fuck with Woot. They're garbage. And don't ever fuck with a guy that buys a suit on Woot.
So I put Justin
I gave
onto
it a
this
shot.
deal.
Nah.
I put Justin onto this deal. I bought 2 suits with great success. Now, they weren't the schnazziest suits.
Nah, but they fit the bill, you know. If you got them wet, you might be in trouble.
Yeah,
But
there was a lot of plastic in these. You couldn't
Yeah.
you couldn't put these motherfuckers in the dryer.
nah, you had to recycle these bitches.
100%.
You know, but anyway, that's for another day. But the side, I was like, let me try it, dude. It was so inexpensive. I was like, I gotta at least see what this is.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it past my calf.
How
And if
much
you
were
guys
they?
Bro, they were like, I think they were like $50.
I was just gonna say I think they're sub $50.
I was like,
For
let
the
me see what this looks like.
Pants and jacket. The only reason mine fit me is because my weight was fluctuating so much at that time.
Yours fit you?
The ones I bought, yeah, they
Oh
fit
my
me.
God, I didn't even know you needed an intervention.
Yeah.
Jesus
The
Christ.
only reason mine fit me at that time is because my weight was fluctuating so much that I got a size that I eventually ended up fitting into.
I got you. Yeah, I just wanted to try it. I said, listen, for this amount of money, because they were marked down. It was like $280, but it was like marked down to $50. It was like, we only have a few left. I was
Yeah.
like, let me see this. I checked the size. I was like, yo, let me see this, man. I read the reviews. I was like, I'm going to take a look. Bro, when I tell you, that thing showed up to me, that shit fit like an action figure.
It fit one of these new Bantamweight boxers.
Bro, not even? I'm telling you, I think these shits were like youth. I was like, what is this? This is like that young men's rack at
And they
Marshalls.
didn't want to give you your money back.
Oh, nah, they gave me my money and they said,
Eventually
keep
you
them
got-
shits. They said, keep them shits.
I remember Justin coming into work furious at me.
I was so mad.
He would say, yo, what's this bullshit ass website you put me on?
I said, this scamming ass
From
shit.
that day on, I knew I could never recommend this nigga to nothing. I said, I can't take any more of these falls. I can't
Bro,
take any more L's.
It was unbelievable, bro.
Yeah.
But it's a lesson learned.
It's a lesson learned.
And I believe that we are past the
We're
hour.
definitely past the hour.
Hold on. We got DL Hughley, we got Juice World, and we got Mos Def. I touched the things that I wanted to touch on. And all right, what should we do? Take us out of here?
Take us out. I had one thing to talk about.
Oh,
today.
go ahead. What you got?
No, it was that stupid bread fucking question. There's not much going on right now. I feel like.
I mean, there's not much that I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about
there's a lot going on in politics and the tunnels and things happening.
I'm done with the tunnels. Yeah, listen, I got to be honest. There's not much coverage of the tunnels in terms of people trying to figure out what the hell's going on down there.
Dude, I think the tunnels were just funny. I don't think there's nothing gonna fuck. I don't think they were trying to.
Did you see the shit they were pulling out of the tunnel?
What were they pulling out? They pulled out telescopes and shit.
Bro, they pulled out a bloody mattress. They pulled out babies' high chairs and shit.
What's going on in these fucking tunnels? I don't think we're asking enough questions.
All I know, I don't know. The secret of the use, baby. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Honestly, though,
You got to ask Master Splinterstein.
yeah. The truth is, I didn't give a fuck until you tell me about the bloody mattress.
That's what they're saying, man.
What were they gonna do? They just gonna fucking build a city under there?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they thought was going to happen because I never saw a Hasidic contractor in my life. So I'm pretty sure that those were not structurally sound.
No,
so
no
whatever
way.
they were doing down there was about to cave in. So the best thing that could have happened was that somebody went up in. Now, these aren't the Amish, though they may resemble the Amish. They're not the Amish. Now, if these were Amish tunnels,
100%.
I'd be like, these are structurally secure.
Dude, if those were
And
fucking...
there's fireplaces?
Yeah. If those were Amish tunnels, they would have no right to tear them down. They would have permits. The shit would be done
They'd
right.
be studying them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, how'd you guys, you mean no electricity?
It'd be huge, too.
Yeah, you guys You guys did what? You mixed all this concrete by hand?
Yeah. Bro, they'd be fucking 12-foot ceilings down there.
Vault ceilings? Bro, there'd be vaulted ceilings, bro. There'd be fireplaces everywhere.
Yeah, sub-basements.
Kidding me, bro?
Running water.
There'd be a horse stable down there.
There'd be animals.
At 100%, bro.
You know how the guy was complaining that he was hearing people speaking Yiddish underneath him? People would be talking about they hear farm animals underneath him.
He'd be thanking them.
Yeah.
That somebody just popped up that one day he just woke up and there was a new fireplace in his apartment.
There's somebody whipping up cheese down there.
Churning some butter.
Butter's being turned.
It's being churned.
Yeah. There's a dude
Needing
outside.
a churn.
There's a dude outside on one of those fucking string phones.
Right?
Running numbers out that bitch.
They do a Morse code. That's what the tweet would have been. The tweet would have been, I'm hearing Morse code under my kitchen floor. Somebody's beat do under my shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Someone's using a fucking hand crank sewing machine.
Yo, you see me, man? Listen, there's
They
hand
should have
drills.
did Amish tunnels. Amish tunnels, man, so much of a better story.
Oh my God, bro. Unbelievable.
The Amish
So-
are definitely shitting themselves talking about where next. They're gonna find out about our tunnels. There's tunnels under PA.
Bro, they would have contracted them to start making fallout shelters for politicians.
Yeah, dude, they get good. They do like excellent fucking like
I know.
carpentry work and shit.
Just
like
work
that.
in general. Absolutely 100%. Mm-hmm. Dude, like salt of the earth training.
Yep, and
like,
they say they're super honest. They give good prices. They do good work.
yeah, dude. My boy bought he got a Doberman from them. They were breeding dogs.
They breed dogs too.
Dude, it's a hell of a Doberman.
You ever seen the videos of them twisted and they're in a horse and carriage and the horse is just walking back home and the dude is twisted inside of it?
Bro, DWI.
Not.
I'm sorry, DWI. DD. That's a designated driver, that
Yeah,
horse.
That horse is fucking.
He's like, I wasn't driving, the horse was driving.
I'm traveling.
Yeah, I'm just a passenger. I don't know where this guy is going. I don't know where this guy is going.
You should check him, dude.
I told him, I submit right.
Yo, there's a video of a cop trying to pull one over for like 15 fucking minutes, dude. And he's next to it, just trying to shake the fucking car.
And the horse is like,
dude, the horse, because you're not supposed to like put yourself in front of a horse.
why, to start kicking and going crazy?
I don't know. You know that song like horses don't stop, they keep going? That's just the truth. You're
What
not
is that, a
supposed-
country song?
No, it's a fucking hip hop song. I just said it in a country accent, but it's a very popular song. I just don't remember.
Is it
the
Lil
name of
Nas X?
I think so, maybe. Either way,
Huh.
that expression comes from the reality that, like, for whatever reason, you're not supposed to cut a horse off.
Well, if he's got nobody telling him where to go, I think it's in everybody's best interest to cut that horse off.
Nah, dude, the cop just sat next, and eventually he finally got this thing stopped.
And what was going on with the Amish guy?
He was hammered, bro.
Was he hammered? What was he drinking?
But who knows? Fucking pruny,
Some moonshine?
something he fucking made, something he whipped up. Who knows?
Something the wife just churned up down in a tunnel?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
No, they're not the tunnelers.
How dare you? Well, who knows what he was drinking?
Man. But I guess we're over the hour now.
We're
aren't we?
definitely 100% of the hour, and we're going to go down this fucking rabbit hole. We're going to go down this Jew hole that I don't want to fucking touch right now.
This jewel. Massive Up Podcast, episode 184. I'm going to take us out of here. Thank you guys so much, everybody that participated in the chat. Shout out to the Derelicts podcast, man. Shout out to you guys for being posted by DL Hughley because he was so upset with you guys. Shout out to everybody that joined the chat. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch in the after, in the post in our archive. Thanks to everybody that's going to check out the audio versions of the podcast on all audio podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you guys consume your favorite audio podcast platforms. And if you cannot find us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Berto himself, let him know, baby.
Join the Discord and harass us until we place our... I need to cut. I'm looking at myself now. And harass us until we place our podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. Shout out to you guys. And as Twiz would say, tip your waitress.
Oye, te hablo desde la prisión, Wilson Manyoma. Por hoy